Hi scrapbookers, so today I'm trying out a new camera angle. I'm standing at a desk. I'm going to be making this page. Hold on, I'll get to it. I'm going to be making this page and then finishing up this page. And I'm going to show you how I switched where I'm standing in my scrapbook room. And then I'm just going to ramble a lot, as I normally do. So go get your stuff and let's start scrapbooking. I'm Katie Scott and my blog is called Kiss and Tell Scrapbooking, but you can more likely find me right here on YouTube. Okay, let's go. Hey scrapbookers, it's Katie and I have a different setup today. So I remember I was complaining about the way that I was wanting to stand up in my scrapbook space. Well, I have this IKEA unit that isn't like just the squares, it's like the all jumbly squares, and so I have that. It's where my sewing machine usually is, so I just moved that over to my desk, and then I moved everything over here. So because my Alex cart is on wheels, I can roll it around, which is awesome. And the same for the Rascogs. So I've got the two Rascogs here, and it's like a U-shaped workspace, and I think this is going to be a winner. I do. So what are we working on? I know this is a different angle, so I don't know if I'll always do this. Maybe I will move it so that you'll be seeing my workspace, but I just wanted to show you where I was working. And so I've made some of these, 4 of these layouts on YouTube. So there's the one, 1942. I started this one last night. It's just 3 tags and 3 black and white photos. I haven't embellished that one yet. This is just 3 photos right on top of each other, no white space, with the date. Did I do that? I don't know if I did that on the computer. And then as I was finding photos, I was kind of putting them into chronological order, so that one will go there. Same with this set here. I know you can't see these well, but, and then some of them you did see me making. I made these 2 last night off camera. I'll show them to you at the end, but so I just wanted to make this video. I think I made that one last night too, and maybe that. So I made 4 last night off camera. I'll show you those at the end of the video, or maybe when I just change camera angles. But for now, let's just try to make some layouts right now. So I have 2 photos that were 4x6 that I cut into 4x4 squares, and then going off the grid a little with the pattern paper. So I remembered that, like, the last time I went shopping at Tuesday, whatever it's called, I bought this, and I had started using it, but it's called Hello Sunshine, and it's all summer. So these are 2 pictures of my kids in the pool, so I thought they would go well. So I'm just going to take, and I did cut this one already, just for full disclosure there, into 6x12, and this has like silly little fishes. Don't worry, I'm gonna switch the angle once I start embellishing, but I just kind of wanted to see how I liked this, and I think I will, because I even have, like, I've got drawers and underutilized drawers in here that I can pull out and access. I think I'm really gonna like this setup. Yeah. So my advice is, if you're having some kind of a unhappiness about your scrapbook space, try to think about it like all the way out of the box different. Do that. Okay. So let's just try. Like, I don't have clear, like, I can definitely improve on this IKEA unit, which is just full of nothing right now. But, yeah, let's just see how far I can get. Okay, I'm just trying to see where everything is. Okay, here's the adhesive So I went to the gym with my kids today. It's a Friday. And they're like, Mom, you should go on a date with Dad tonight. I'm like, oh, really? They're like, yes, you should. You should go get sushi. They know I love sushi. And I'm like, okay, maybe. Any particular reason? And so my daughter and my husband went away for this past week, and they just got back yesterday. They had a great time down in Key West, or the Keys. They weren't actually in... Well, they did go to Key West one of the days, but not the entire time. So I'm thinking that I'm going to stagger the photos like this, but then I've got this white space, which needs to be, pardon me, covered up in some way. Or I could trim these photos down so that they're not squares. I think I'm going to do that. Even though I know squares are hip and trendy, whatever. I'm going to trim the top one to 3x4. And here comes one of my precious little angels. Now I can hear them. I can hear them. I might just do one, like a piece of washi or something. Yeah. Okay. Washi. Here we are. So I'm just covering up the seam, and I am going to change the camera angle very shortly so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. But I just kind of wanted to show you like how I'm gathering things. And wouldn't it be awesome if I had 2 cameras? But unless you want to come do that for me, that's not going to happen. Not happening, I don't think. Okay. So there's a little bit of talk over at Get It Scrapped about an online crop tomorrow, but I don't think it's actually happening. That would have been fun. I think I need one more piece of washi. I would like a blue piece of washi. And, okay, this is why I kind of wanted to show you. In my Alex drawers, I have, like in silverware, like a silverware divider thing from probably IKEA with all the washi tapes, or a lot of them. So I'm just going to pick a dark blue one. Ta-da! Also, I wanted to direct your attention to the painting over here. It's an iron, and I did just iron my apron. So since I was going to be on camera, I was like, sometimes I make a video and then I'll think, oh my gosh, that looks horrible. What was I wearing? But I listened to the Paper Clipping Roundtable recently, and Julie Faith Van Balser was on, and she is now, oops, I did that wrong. She is now the sole host of the PBS show Scrapbook Soup. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. I think it used to be called Scrapbook Memories. Look what I'm going to do, so wasteful. Naughty. Anyways, she was saying that one of her beefs with the taping of the show is that they would always change their wardrobe. And she said, the best thing to wear is a solid color, not white or black. So I get the blue shirt that covers your arms, because no one's arms look good on camera. And then she said she suggested aprons, so this is the only apron I have. I think I got it at the one CHA that I went to. And that way, like, everything's good and covered, and now we have guests. Say hi to the scrapbookers.
Hi,
hello, scrapbookers. So I think I'm going to border those in white. How are you, my baby? Did your brother go back to sleep?
Yes.
He did. Do you want to play with me?
I don't know. Do I?
I think we should do math.
No.
Algebra. Algebra.
No.
Yeah. Okay, let me turn this off. I'll be back. Hi, scrapbookers. It's the next day, and yes, we did do all that math. like this big book of math she was supposed to do for the whole summer. Yeah, we did it in one day. So this is my new little setup. I'm standing up. I just showed you where I was, and since I saw you last, or made a scrapbooking video last, I gave into my desire to do a painting. And then I posted it in the Get It Scrapped gallery, and it got a gallery standout, which I was aware of, but I'm not really that familiar with. But so that was really exciting. So I was very pleased about all that. But let's get back to scrapbooking. So if you would like to see, if you would like for me to make some painting process videos, let me know. Sorry, I think I just bumped ya. And I don't think the light is, it's a little dark outside right now. The light isn't awesome right now. Sorry about that. So, anyways, I don't know what I can do to make the light better. I might do that when I break, but right now I just want to start scrapbooking again, regain my momentum. So I actually think I made that painting in like less than the time it took for me to make a scrapbook layout. And so I find myself both excited about getting back to painting, but also a little like, oh my gosh, I could totally see myself abandoning scrapbooking and going straight to painting. I don't think that will happen, but I do have a tendency to be all in or all out on things. So I know that about myself, and I don't want to stop scrapbooking. I think that's part of why I kind of resisted that paint urge for so long. But it's come back, and I took it over to my in-laws' house, and my mother-in-law paints too. And they were all like, oh my gosh, why aren't you painting? So yeah, maybe I will return to painting. I grew up, and my parents got divorced when I was 5, and then we lived in Maine before the divorce, and then afterwards we moved to, I'm gonna do a little tilt to these. We moved to Maine. No, we were in Maine. We moved to Massachusetts, and so when we did that, oh, maybe I don't want to tilt. Do I want to? I don't know. Does it matter? No, it doesn't matter. Anyways, we moved from Maine to Massachusetts, where my mother's family was originally from, all the way back to the Mayflower. But, yep, it's true. Anyways, I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, I really don't. I'm sorry. I'm a scatterbrain. No, one of the things that happened when we moved to Massachusetts was that my mother had to go to work, and so she was a single mom, and what am I looking for? Embellishments. That's what I'm looking for. Bring my little thing right over here. I like this setup. I feel like it's way too dark for you, so I am gonna rearrange my lighting situation. I'll be right back. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's it never was, but I think it's better. We'll get used to this new space. I do like standing up. I do like that, like looking, I could see my TV and my computer, which I wasn't able to do before. The other thing I like about this space too is the cutter, my guillotine cutter, is easier to access. Like there's a lot of things about this space that I think are going to be way easier to work with. That could be fun, perhaps. Here, and then have like the date, maybe. Yeah, let's cut that in half. How am I going to adhere this though? That's my question. Maybe I'll have like a little bit of washi down here, right underneath it. I'm cutting that in half. And then something like this. I don't know. I'm just playing. But I do think doing that painting, oh, I've been like kind of, like for a few weeks now, I felt the desire to start painting again, but I've kind of been like, no, I can't start another new thing. But you know what? It's really good to start another new thing. So I'm pretty happy about it. I guess I was going to tell you, I went over to my in-laws and my sister-in-law was there and she was like she's the one on my Facebook where she like never has like she likes me. I think she likes me. But like on Facebook, she's like the snarkiest thing ever, you know? Like every single thing I ever post, she's like got something to say about it. And she's not like that really in real life, so it's a weird Facebook effect with her. I don't understand it, but whatever. And she was like, "Oh, I would love this. You could make so much money with it." And I was like, I'm looking to see what the date was. 2009, yep. So that's where my date's going to go. I think I'm going to bring this pink color in down here because there's no other real pink color. Let's see if I have any. I don't know if I do. Just looking. Those I think are going to be too large. Yeah. Anyways, I think I'm excited about painting again. So I need, where did I put my, oh yeah. Oh, where did I put my letter stickers? Here they are. Okay, so I did this weird thing with my letter stickers. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it or if I'm going to just destroy it. I got a coat hanger and then I just like put them all on there and then I hung that off my, what do you gonna call it? Rascog cards. Yeah. So I'm just looking for, oh, I think I found some. So I have them clipped on to this like pants coat hanger with these little clips that I get at IKEA. And I think I'm loving it. So today was Free Slurpee Day at 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven. I hope this, yeah, that works. So we went up and got Slurpees. That was fun. Anyways, I made a little video about the painting, and so if you're at all interested in seeing me do some process videos with painting, and I have a feeling like it would be about the same, like I'll just be rambling on as I'm making a painting, and I don't, oh, there's no two. Grr. Okay. I'm just going to use an orange too. Maybe I'll switch out one of those. That's not showing up enough. Let's maybe do a Amy Tangerine. You should have included 2 sets of numbers in this like really awesome letter stack. All right, we'll do this green. And pull that one up. So I don't think the Get It Scrapped crop is going on today. If it is, I'm sorry that I'm missing it. It's raining here, which is not unusual in the summer here in Florida. Stephanie, I listened to the Did You Scrap Geek podcast, and they spend a serious amount of time on the weather. It's like, I kind of think it was the kind of thing that, like, maybe they just started, you know, they started doing it and then they started doing it every time, and now it's like this major part of the show. I think it's funny. Okay, so what do we want to do here? I don't know. Do these look like clouds? Kinda, sorta. So I am getting to where I think I want to make some, well, one thing I need to do is print a bunch of photos. and I don't really feel like doing that. But I need to have some more current photos to scrapbook with, so I need to do that. I don't remember what I was just telling you. But yeah, I want to make some like bigger scrapbooking, you know, like the traditional sized 12 by 12 scrapbooks, and I want to start painting. Okay, let's see. Here. Yeah, I think a lot of my family kind of looks down on the fact that I scrapbook. They're not like, they don't think it's a really good use of time. They would rather see me like painting or whatever. And I think why I didn't for so long was that when my kids were little, like if I would get the paints out, like, oh my gosh, they would go like seriously everywhere. It was insane. So I think I just was like, I'm not gonna, and that's why there's not a lot of paint on my scrapbook pages, you know, just didn't want to have that whole giant mess, to have like my fun hobby be associated with like all this work. But like last night when we did the painting, they didn't, like they did, Allison did a little bit of painting, but it wasn't like a crazy amount, you know. Like she did some and it was good, and then she went into some sketching, and they both love to do sketching, which is not so messy. Okay, what else do I want to put on this? Nothing. I think it's kind of self-explanatory. Does it need a journaling? Not exactly. Oh, I was going to write "Look, Mom." I kind of forgot about that. I'm not going to, though. I'm going to call it good. I'm going to show you the book. That's what I was going to do. Hold on. Okay, the shadows are bugging me a little, but sorry about that. Okay, so there's 2009. And I know you can't super see all those dates, but or the numbers, but there they are anyways. So a pretty easy page to get together. What I'm a little concerned about is that it's getting thick quickly. Like there's not much more room before it starts to go like that, you know. So I might want to be a little less lumpy with my pages. So this is how it looks so far. I think I was showing you this before, and I haven't finished everything. Okay, so this is probably, my mother was born in 1946. She was born in 47, and so it's probably like 1950. So let's write that, if we have any numbers, which we probably don't. And I should probably write who the people are, because I know, but looking at it, you might not know. 1950. Yeah, I can do that. I don't think I want it to be that big, actually. I think I'll use those tiny little letters. That might be cuter, like these kind of letters. I'm just going to go right on top of the photo because I'm not using the real photo. I'm using a photo of a photograph. So I didn't even scan these or get the high quality, you know, original, whatever. It's just like somebody in my family owns these photos. Or even if I do, then if I'm being lazy, then I'll sometimes just take a picture of the picture and use that to scrap. Is it the best quality? No. Does it matter? Not. Because I think it's fine. So it's fast and it gets things in there. I think I want to write Massachusetts on there too. Because I'm sure they were in Massachusetts, because that's where, like I said before, that's where my mom's family is from. Anyways, this is my Grandpa Alan, and he was, like, I think, like, my mom just, oh, that's what I was telling you before. My mom would just kind of dump us off at my grandparents' house, and, like, they'd just try to, you know, we were pretty energetic, and what do I want to put up here now? Maybe some handwriting. Yeah. And so I think my grandparents were like, what are we going to do with these kids? And they quickly figured out if they just gave us art supplies, like we could occupy ourselves for hours and hours. Okay. Oh, speaking of my mother, she came over this morning. And so I was having a dream. Like, I do have a lot of very vivid dreams, but lately not so much. But I was having a super vivid dream. I was married to Justin Bateman, and we were filthy rich, and he was like trying to encourage me to go to Italy, like fly to Italy for the afternoon so we could do some shopping. And I was like, I don't know, maybe I just want to hang around the house with Justin Bateman. That was a lovely dream. And my son like goes, Mom, Grandma's in the driveway, our car needs a battery, and the dog has cancer, and it had like a cone on its head, and it was just a big old disaster. That's what I woke up to today. So fun. Not really. But she got home okay. All is well that ends well. But I don't know if her dog actually has cancer or not. I kind of want to write the good old days, or the olden days. That would be funny to write up there, because that's what I think of as the olden days. Yeah, so my husband and I couldn't really figure out, like, well, what is she, like, because he was like, well, so, and then my husband was gone, and so I didn't even know that he was gone, and then my mother was mad because I didn't know that he wasn't here. And so she was like, showed up and was like, why can't he help me? And I'm like, and the kids were like, well, he went to go get a massage. And she was like, well, when is he coming back? And when did it start? And I was like, I didn't even know he had one. Like, sometimes on Saturdays he gets a massage, and sometimes he doesn't. And I didn't know. Like, it's not something he even needs to tell me. Like, it's on this calendar that I can look at. But, so he was there, and I was dreaming about Justin Bateman. And all was well. And then it was like, mass chaos in the driveway. Yeah. And so she was like, you know, a little annoyed that we weren't as helpful as we maybe could have been. My husband said he came home from his massage, and she was like, can you help me? And then she said, your children aren't very helpful. And he was like, yeah, I know that. Anyways, it was a little humorous, but a little, like, also not unusual. And I don't remember my original point. Anyways, this was my mother with my grandparents, because I was talking about her. Because basically, like, I really feel like my grandparents raised me, because we spent so much time with them. And he really put the love of art into me, so that brings it all the way around to painting. Okay, so that one's done. So not a lot of hoo-ha, just la 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 la, done. I did that one off camera. I still haven't done anything about that little pesky thing on the outside of this album, and it's still bugging me. Should I put some thread in there? Yes. Let's do that. Because that's what makes it look finished. This is what I'm talking about. Tell me what I should do about this so it doesn't wreck my furniture. Because it's sharp and annoying. Okay. So I need some twine. Here we go. So this is by Heidi Swap. Did you see that on social media? This is how I found out anybody is dead. Heidi Swap's son died, which is super sad. I can't imagine. So sorry for her. And another friend of mine died also. He's from high school. So I'm like waiting for that third shoe to drop. You know, they say things happen in threes, so hopefully it won't, but sad. Yeah, all the deaths that I found out about in the last like 5 or so years, it's all on Facebook. Like my mother-in-law was like, "Can you find out if my friend Jane is dead?" And I'm like, "Well, it's going to be a little hard because she's probably not on Facebook, right?" She's like, "Well, I would like to know if she's dead. Can you figure that out?" I could try. So I just searched like obituary, St. Petersburg, and then her, her full name. But I'll tell you, if you really want to know if somebody's dead these days, it's like, look on Facebook. It's crazy. And it's funny because I'm not on Facebook like all the time. I'll go through periods where that looks like garbage, where I'm not really on Facebook, and then it will be like I'll just log in and then it will be like 15 minutes ago something horrible happened, so sometimes I think that's almost like a like a somebody from the other world is kind of encouraging you to like get on there and see this horrible thing is happening, or not like with these two, but I've had some other friends that, have had some tragedies that I was really glad that I saw what was happening, like, right when it happened so that I could, be there for them. But, yeah, anyways, I think this is stuff that was made by Heidi Swap. These little, I don't know what you call them, twine, baker's twine. I got these as some kind of a present from Simple Scrapbooks, or it might not have been Simple Scrapbooks, but something like that. I don't think they're old enough to be from Simple Scrapbooks, but I won some kind of a contest. Simple Scrapbooks used to have so many contests. Oh my gosh. Do you remember that? I miss their blogs. They used to like give away stuff all the time. It was so, and they would have like a little challenge and, okay, make a page about summer and then and then the challenges weren't, like you didn't win based on like, oh, you had the most awesome one. It was just they would randomly select, which I thought was pretty nice. So it was just fun, like an encouraging way to get some stuff done. I miss challenge blogs, like scrapbook challenge blogs. If you know of any scrapbook challenge blogs, leave a comment with a link. I would love that. Love to know. I know there's a few. I think there's one called Stuck, something like that. I haven't really checked it out. Why can't I tie a knot? Grandpa Allen this grandpa would be like mortified that if I couldn't tie a knot, because he was a sailor and knots are important. But for some reason this stuff is not staying. Just doing a regular knot. Doesn't feel like it's staying knotted properly. Man, it's really, Florida in the summer is difficult. It's either like too hot to go out or it's dangerous and like maybe you'll be hit by lightning and die. Or it's all gloomy out there right now, which won't last long. But, okay. I didn't intend to finish this one right now, but I did anyways. Okay, but yeah, so as far as this little series goes, where I'm making 30 layouts with this stuff that I got from the Scrapbooking yard sale, that is going to continue, but I kind of want to, unless you guys really want to see more of these kinds of pages, I'm going to switch back to doing some like regular 12 by 12 pages. Yes. Ta-da. Unless you enjoy seeing this for a little while, because it is different, you know, this 6 by 12 size. Somebody left a comment that said like, oh, never seen that size before, but it looks like a neat size. I like it. I've seen this size from a way long time ago, but I've never liked it until just now. Until I had an album. You know, because if you put this in your 12 by 12 album, it seems like a ginormous waste of space. Hold on. Back. But in this kind of an album where it's just dedicated to this size, okay, so this one's going to go here. Then it seems like it makes sense, you know. And it's also fun to do a different size for a little while. Did I tell you we went and got free Slurpees? I think I told you that. We did. And the best flavor was Sour Patch Kids. Okay. Okay, so 1942, 1950, and yes, that is a guess, but I think it's a pretty good guess. 2004, 2007, 2009, 2011, 2014, more 2014. Those are ones that I made off camera, and you didn't see me make them, but I had a lot of fun like making them. That was fun. 2014, another 2014, and then more 2014. So it's okay that the recent ones get more. And then 2015, I think I also made that off camera. But I do want to, my goal is to have at least 10 years from before the year 2000. So we can like take a look back at like summers of old. Oh, and I know the other thing. So what I want to do is have like if I can get a page of my grandparents when they were children in the summer, that would be awesome. I'm not sure that I can do that. I'm pretty sure I can. And then like when my grandparents were, you know, young, and then when my parents were little, and then I would want to have like some time, you know, when my parents before kids, and then when I was little, and then when I was, you know, a teenager or an adult before kids, and then we get into all the kids. So that's my plan. That's my plan. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Happy 7-Eleven.